Hey guys, how's it going? Masterbucks here, and welcome to the Southampton career mode I've been doing. Of course, episode 10 we're at, and ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this episode, we are going to be wrapping it up. That's it. We are going to be finishing this entire career mode. We've got a game against QPR, of course, as you can see, and you can also see that we are currently 7th on the ladder with not a very high goal difference. We've only got 9, and all the guys above us are in the 20s pretty much. Now, have a look at my team. I've put up a relatively relaxed lineup, not the best. I've got Gargo and Souza up there, and I decided Fernando Gargo, would he have a real face? And oh, surely enough, he would. Probably from a, because I remember in FIFA 11 and FIFA 12, look at that face. Look at that, that's so real. That's such a real face, no filter. And then I decided, I wonder if Jose Souza's got a real face, and oh my god, absolutely, definitely not. So, yeah, I don't know why, I just wanted to check that, because I remember Fernando Gargo, he definitely had a real face in FIFA 12, or at least FIFA 11, but yeah, Mayuko on the ball, immediately just trying to get onto it, Ramirez with a very nice cross into Lallana, and the header at the near post, apparently not OP enough for that goal, but Ramirez, 28th minute now, still passing along into Yaya Toure, into Souza, takes a good touch, has a shot, that went through, I'm pretty confident, the defender's legs, so it's like a nutmeg goal, and Jose Souza with a goal. He doesn't have a real face, but at least he can finish. That's pretty good. Now, Junior Hoylett, and this is a 2v3 break here. Where is my line of defense? I don't know. Kivrat comes out to try to punch the ball and completely misses it. And the rapist low kick, Remy or whatever his name is, yeah, Remy comes out and scores an equaliser at halftime. And I ended up making a few substitutions. I got Isco and Dorita coming into the game for, of course, Gargo and Souza. So I just wanted to give Dorita and Isco a bit of a rest, come in fresh. And then Mayuka with the pace, blasting past Samba, and then the cross into Ramirez. And then, unbelievably, the save was made, but thankfully Isco was there to put in the rebound. And thank God. So we got a winner, maybe not a winner, but we definitely got something. And have a look at this, the big belt forward. It went into a little bit of congestion. Samba couldn't take possession of it. Mayuka could, and he ran onto goal. That is some sheer absolute luck. That is some 90th minute AIDS. But then again, this isn't online, so. Oh, man, but if it was online, I would be, or the other person would be raging. But, yeah, we ended up winning that game against QPR. And by the way, guys, we have got, like, you wouldn't even know, so many games in this one episode. But we've got a game against top of the table, Liverpool. It's very even between Manchester United and Liverpool at this point. But, yeah, upon getting that win, really what I wanted to do, guys, I really want to, if possible, finish in the top 4. And we have a lot of games left to play, and of course, if we can take a scalp of the top speed, amazing passing, and went to Dorita to finish it off, and he couldn't do it, which is damn disappointing, because that was a very nice bit of passing play. And have a look at this, apparently Gerrard gets a red card. Steven Gerrard with a slide tackle, and yep, Steven Gerrard, or Jesus, Gerrard, what is going on? It's not Gerard Butler. It's Steven Gerrard, one of the dirtiest players in, I don't know, football history, ends up living to his reputation and, of course, getting a red card. And have a look at that. The interception from, I didn't see who it was, but he got the ball passing along and along and along until they eventually come up with the sweaty option in Barini. And look, we'll get a replay of this. I think Crinchillis or whatever his name is, he intercepts the ball. And how does that work? That doesn't make any, like laws of physics sense. He gets his foot in front of the ball and it launches behind him. I don't know what's going on. But the cross in, unfortunately, in the 80th minute, it ended up provoking a pretty nice bicycle kick, which unfortunately just got blocked. Lallana into Gaston Ramirez, got a bit of space for himself, and the near post OP, again, not near post enough. It went straight to the goalkeeper, and we ended up, despite being a man up for an entire half, wasn't able to get a goal. So, there you go. And Liverpool now goes 6 points clear at the top. So, are they probably going to be the ones that are going to win the Barclays Premier League? Only time will tell. They do have a game, let's be honest. I just mentioned that, or just noticed that they actually do have a game up on Manchester United. So, Man U could still pull out a win, and then that's only like 3 points of difference. But, I'm now versing my team, of course, Newcastle United at the Sports Direct Arena, or should I say the St. James Park. Thank you very much. Let's get that right. And we belted it forward. We're going to start this game off pretty... We're going to start this game off hopefully pretty strong with Isco running down the wings and whipping it across in. And the short Mayuka, who I've been playing, it was falling in front of the face of goal. Couldn't get anything. A slide tackle, and somehow the advantage is played there, despite making many, many tackles. And thankfully, for some reason, we still were able to keep the ball. And another bit of deja vu. Massive whack up to Lallana. He's got Williamson in front of him. He's able to just move himself out of the way, make some space, has a shot, an unbelievable shot. And Adam Lallana with an incredible strike. We're getting a replay of this, but how about that strike? That is incredible. He just gets out of the way, starts running in on goal, and has a shot, and that is one hell of a finish. If it was top right, if that was like, I don't know, top right-hand corner, that'd be like goal of the season. Just that's it, it's over. But wow, that is definitely a goal of the season contender. And have a look at this. Late, with 15 minutes to go in the second half, Hatem Ben Arfa puts in a goal after it hits the post and rebounds right back to him. So there's the equaliser. And how about that? That's just awesome. Vladimir Dorita now coming into the game, and Luke Shaw as well. So we have now got, unfortunately, conceded an equaliser, and not too much longer. They whip in across Abdelawi. We head it away. Well, we make contact, but it falls right to Marvo. We win the header, and it just goes right back in front of the face of goal and goes straight to Marvo, and then he puts in a possible winner. And then again, another cross. I don't know if we won the header there, but it's an absolute deja vu where it does the exact same thing. We either win the header or whatever, and it just goes right to a striker or someone who is just completely alone and just has to beat the keeper. And it's just simple from there, and especially on Legendary, they're going to do it every time. So, Abdelawi, it went, I don't know, we were up 1-0, and then we lost the game in the end by 3-1. So, I don't know, what can you do, man? What can you do? But, either way, that's 2 losses in a row now. One to, of course, Liverpool, and of course, one that we just lost to Newcastle. So, yeah, if we want to finish top 4, we really do need to pull out a win. And Wilfred Bonny's going to be starting this game. I haven't started him in too many games because, to be totally honest, he hasn't really turned out to be this incredible striker I was hoping he would. But Gaston Ramirez into Wilfred Bonny, having another fake shot. Oh, it's deja vu. This will be a goal. No, it gets blocked. And Wilfred Bonny, he tried to chip it over Czech, just knock it over just a little bit, but he put too much on it. And, yeah, Miguel Veloso didn't take a very good touch there. And now Chelsea have got the ball on a counter-attack, and they're on the fast break. Barr breaking through the line of defence. Not good enough. He has a shot, and that is a goal. So again, it's another goal conceded and another chance, or another very likely chance of possibly losing this game again. Demba Ba now this time. He has a shot, and Martin Caceres, I don't know, he takes out his legs from behind him, and unfortunately he goes down. That's a penalty. So now, going into the second half, we very much likely are going to be 2-0 down. Demba Ba with a shot. Kivrak goes the right way, but it hits the post anyway. I think he had it covered regardless. So, thankfully, we dodge a bullet there, and we're still maybe with a shot of at least getting something out of this game. Against Chelsea, it will be tough, but at least we're not going into the half 2-0 down. It's only 1-0, and good pressure. Lallana able to pick up the interception or cut off the pass from Juan Mata, and Wilfred Bonny on the ball. He doesn't really have a lot of places to go. He's got 2 in front of him, but he somehow gets an incredible through ball. Pass 2, very tight pass into Isco. Fake shots back. He's got 2 on him again. Miguel Veloso in front of goal. He just smashes it in the bottom right-hand corner. And in the 68th minute, we have gotten a reply back. That's an equaliser, thank the Lord. And Fernando Torres now will be coming into the game. Vladimir Dorita, yet again, he's played 3 or something games back-to-back on the bench. He's not a real starter, in my opinion. I mean, good player, very young, but unfortunately, what can you do? And have a look at this. And Saldi is going to be going off in the 90th minute. This was the free kick that resulted from it. Eden Hazard into Fernando Torres. It was hit. It fell to Oscar. And the shot, too tight an angle. It misses. Thank the Lord, because that means that was the end of the game. So we at least got a point out of Chelsea. And to be honest, it's not good enough for if we want to finish in the top 4, but at least we're doing something right. And look, we've got a couple of games now in a row where I decided to sim, like, for example, Reading, who have lost, like, so many games, and they're 20th. So I decided to sim a game against 20th place, and we still only came up with a draw. I don't know why. I don't know. I was playing 20th, and then I was playing 19th place, and that was West Ham. And then finally, we got a win from a simulated game, thank God. And as well as simming that game, I'll sim this game as well. Norwich, who are 18th. I decided, let's let it run for a little bit. And pretty much after about 30 minutes, or at least 30 minutes game time, I'm like, nah, fuck this. So I decided to hit that Y button, sim, and it's another 2-1 victory, with Lallana scoring a goal late in the 89th minute away. So thank God for that. And do I sim any more games? No, I've got a game now against Tottenham. And let's have a look. I'm 6th after 35 games on 65 points. And we really, with like 3 games to go, need to get win and a win and a win if we're going to finish in the top 4. If we don't, then, oh well, what are you going to do? But, yeah, top 4 is my target. So, it is going to be a game against Spurs. And hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to get a win. Hopefully, this is an entertaining game. But Miguel Veloso just belting it up forward to Isco. Doesn't really happen anything. I just put that in there. Just a messing around a little bit. Yeah, Lallana working it on the wings, going into Schneiderlin, now into Wilfred Bonny. Good turn, and now he's just got to get the shot away, but he can't. He gets held back a little bit, but not enough to grant a penalty, so what are you going to do? Now the whip in, the cross into Defoe, and the header was a very weak one, just fell right to Kivrak. Kivrak throws it right down the middle, not to the person I wanted to go to, and it ended up falling to Adebayor. He threw it right down the middle, which is never a good idea when you just get the ball, but I did actually legitimately wanted to throw it to somebody that was running on the wing. I think it was Luke Shaw, and hopefully get a run going, but it picked the wrong person, and it ended up being, unfortunately, a goal conceded. But thankfully, in the second half, we were able to get one back with some good passing, and Schneiderlin was the one that scored it. Now back to, of course, Defoe on the attack. A good pass into Dembele. He whips in the cross, and Kivrak coming out strong and taking the catch. And this time, it was me that made the mistake. I unfortunately threw it up, thinking that I would have been clear. And look, it's fallen right back to Adebayor. It's absolute deja vu. Now, 2 mistakes have cost me 2 goals, and that's not what I need if I'm going to finish in the top fucking 4. So, unfortunately, we've got to work hard now and get this goal back. Isco, Gaston Ramirez, and they're working together here. Isco trying to make fun of Kabul, and they do. Isco gets around Kabul, does it brilliantly. Gaston Ramirez steps back, makes a mockery of Kabul. Twice he got shown up, and that's a goal. Gaston Ramirez scoring the equaliser and keeping our top 4 chances alive. Very well done. Now, 88th minute stuff here. This is the end of the game. We make a tackle. Martin Castros wins a tackle, but doesn't win possession. Hey, he made a very good clean tackle, didn't get possession, heads it away, and we're going to belt that away, 90th minute. Oh, wait a minute, what the hell was that? Was that a pass? Was that a touch? I've got no idea, but it's fallen right back to Tottenham's possession, and Defoe, 90th minute. You've got to be kidding me. This is just not my game today. Whether it be a mistake by me or just a mistake by the AI on my team, I've conceded yet again. I've conceded, I've put myself in a losing spot 3 times in a row now, but straight from kickoff, the ball into Mayuka. Kabul, his matchup. He'll have a shot. You are kidding. Equaliser 90th minute. And Mayuka has at least we've got a point against all odds right from kickoff. A 1 chain of possession left in the game. And we were able to get it. And we got the goal. We're getting a replay of this because that was a tight finish from Mayuka. But just incredible stuff. I don't know who got through the ball. I think it might have been Schneiderlin or maybe Miguel Veloso, but he got the ball in beautifully into Mayuka. A solid run, and he put it in through the legs and very much in the bottom left-hand corner. And, of course, you can see there Chelsea winning the FA Cup, but at least we got a point. It still meant, though, that we're 66 after 37. No, after 37 games, we are now on 69. So, really, it all comes down to that game against Tottenham. It comes down to a lot of games, really, all the ones before. But if we got the win there, we'd be 71. We'd be 6th. And if we had won, then there would still be a chance of us finishing in the top 4. But probably not to be now. I mean, even if Everton and Manchester City didn't win their games, if they didn't win their games or didn't get a point, it meant that I'd have to win by about, like you can see there, 15-something goals. So it's not going to happen. It really isn't. So top 4 is unfortunately not going to happen this time. So yeah, unfortunately, what can you do? But still, I mean, you got to think about it. Look at the type of names that we're kind of, like we're actually fighting. We've got guys like Manchester City and Everton, and I think that's a pretty good finish for Southampton, if you don't mind me saying. Now, Miguel Veloso winning the ball very early into Gaston Ramirez, who just has a paddock, a load of space. He'll go on goal. He'll pass to Isco, who's all alone. His man ran up to Mark Ramirez, leaving Isco all alone. And yeah, there you go. A very early goal against Stoke. In this, of course, like in the last round of the Premier League. So Lallana just running through. They can't tackle him. He gets a shot off, and unfortunately, one of the Stoke defenders gets in the way of it, and yeah, makes the block. Now, Wilfred Bonny coming off for Mayuka going into halftime because Wilfred Bonny just, I'll be totally honest, he's been a bit of a disappointment. A great save from Kivrak to pull out the save there and stop the equaliser from Stoke. But yes, we go into halftime with that 1-0 lead. And now Lallana. This is pretty much straight out of the tunnel and going in. Mayuka able to, surprisingly, get with the strength to actually get past a Stoke defender. And he was able to go through and, and thankfully was able to score the goal. Ness into Peralta and then back into Ness. He comes out, has a shot, and the keeper, he was completely out of his out of the line of goal, and thankfully it was put wide. Now Gaston Ramirez, 56th minute. Last game, everyone, scoop turn, shoot, and then the goal from Gaston Ramirez. Very well done. 59th minute. And now we're 3-0 up. Absolutely dominating Stoke in our last game. Isco with a free kick. It was saved, but it hit the post. and unfortunately not to be. But 90th minute, Yaya Toure gets taken out at the legs, and that's going to end that chain of possession, and that's going to end the season. So we win our last game at home, 3-0 against Stoke. That's a pretty good way to go out. Unfortunately, we aren't going to finish in the top 4, but we'll just have to wait and see where we do finish and who wins the Premier League. Let's not forget that Liverpool were on top at the end of that game. And have a look. No, Manchester City were. And have a look at this. Manchester City, they did it in real life, and they've done it here. Just edging out Liverpool for the win by 1 point. So there you go. And yeah, there you go. That's pretty. That's a pretty exciting way to end the season, of course. We finished 7th. So, yeah, on 72 points. And you look at the names that we were punching with there. I mean, guys like, again, Everton, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester City. And pretty much there was a very big gap between, you know, there was a very big gap between our 7th spot and then 8th spot QPR. There was about maybe 10 points or so. But, yeah, I've, of course, pulled out the squad report because we're about to, of course, we're ending the season. So we need to have a look and see how they've grown. You've got a couple of names in there which, you know, some were out through injury for a little bit. Gaston Ramirez only growing by 3 was a bit of a surprise. And, again, guys like Isco who are only here for, you know, half a season, only growing by 1. And Adam Lallana growing by 4. I mean, I thought he'd be a good player, and he was a fantastic player. Mayuka, despite his rating, he's such a phenomenal defender. Shaw only growing by 3 was a bit of a surprise as well, and I thought I played him a fair bit. So, yeah, that surprised me a lot. James Ward-Prowse as well. He's another one that is meant to be one of those very high potential. He'll get to 80 if you let him sort of, if you play him enough. And I didn't really play him at all, to be totally honest. So I'm not surprised by that. Lee Kwan Ho, who we got halfway through the year, didn't really do anything either. And yeah, so now we're going to get a little bit down as we go down and down. Let's have a look at some of the players that were loaned out, of course. And surprisingly, not a lot of these players so far have grown by anything. We got Ben Reeves, who got loaned to Southampton, and Aaron Martin, who did well. But have a look at this. Danny Butterfield dropped by 3 while on loan. So, yeah, what can you do? He's 33 years of age. But, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed this season with Southampton. I sure did. And, yeah, it was a really good career mode. So, thank you for watching, guys. I've got, of course, the Player Award ceremony coming up soon and goal of the season. There won't be too many contenders in that, I reckon. But, yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'm, yeah, just going to get to work on those, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching this career mode again, guys. Thank you. It means that I get to focus a lot more on just Southend now. So, yeah, looking forward to that. But until then, guys, I'm Yoza Game of the Masterbucks. And, yeah, have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.